You guys see Obama the other night? The guy, I swear he was faking it. I just do. I don't believe that, somebody who, this guy is a master at the teleprompter. He's a master of the camera. Put a script in front of him and the guy can speak forever. I don't make scripts. I never have. As a Marine, I spoke from the heart. I still speak from the heart. Everything that I do comes from the heart. I don't know how to fool people. Lying and these fabrications, they're not in me. But do you really think he wants to decrease gun violence? No. I'll tell you what gun control is. Gun control is a manipulator. Gun control is an emotional manipulator that so many of you fools out there, you're scared. You think that because of these statistics that are manipulated, for one. Saw a study today, a statistical model that says that more guns leads to more crime. It's a statistical model. Do you know what a statistical model is? They run these things in economics all the time to show what will happen if they put so much more money into the economy, all this printing and stuff that they do that lowers the value of the real dollar. They have these statistical models that they run. I ran them in school. I'm an econ major. It's what I had to do it. But if you've never done one before, you look at it and you say, well, whoa, the statistical model. Oh my gosh. It's a freaking model, you moron. It's a model. It's not real life. Pull your head out of the gosh darn TV long enough to take a sniff around, look around you. You know what? You're safe. You've got more chance of being struck by lightning than you do of being shot by an illegal freaking weapon. But no, you're like so caught up in this, oh my gosh, what's Obama talking about? He's saying that we could be killed, blah, blah, blah. 30,000 people last year. 30,000 people is less than 1/10 of 1%. Less than 1/10 of 1% of the entire country. You get 325 million people, and 30,000 people died of, so they say, of gun-related deaths. And of those, 20,000 of them were like suicides. Fools, pull your head out. It's a manipulator. If they can whip you into a frenzy to vote that the way that they want, then they win. They get the vote. But it isn't just Democrats either. It's Republicans too. Both sides play it. They each have their own emotional hot button issues. But do you really think that any of these people care about what you and I do, the law-abiding citizen, the man on the street? No, they don't. They don't. But as long as you sit there and watch these little news reports and get all whipped up into an emotional little frenzy, and then sit there and, well, I'm going to cast my vote for Hillary Clinton or for Bernie Sanders or whatever. Oh my gosh. This country will never, ever heal. It'll never come back because you're constantly watching the latest marketing ploy by another candidate to get another vote in his or her column. You're never going to think for yourself. You're always going to be a ward of the state. You're always going to be tied to it. You're going to be sucking that nipple for the rest of your life until you finally pull your head out and start thinking like a reasonable human being. Be an adult. Man up, girl up, do whatever you think you need to do, but at least practice some self-accountability, some responsibility. Accept responsibility for your actions and for those underneath you. Goodness gracious. In Benghazi, it's the most unsafe place in the world. They just unseated Gaddafi, killed him. The most unsafe embassy in the entire world with the smallest security entourage. And nobody even thinks that's out of the ordinary. Nobody even thinks. You guys don't even think anymore. You just presume that because they're in the government that everything's going to be hunky-dory. But yet, you're the same people who bitch and complain about the government when your check didn't come on time or this, that, and the other. Where is your mind at? Do they not teach you to think when you're growing up? Listen, and listen good. The government is there to screw you. That's the bottom line. And it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. You have something that they want. They want you to work, and they want you to pay taxes. And everything that they can do to get more money from you to increase their revenue stream, it's just like any other private enterprise out there. They're constantly looking to expand their revenues. to expand their influence because it's all about power. It's all about power and money. And you can't believe it's all about power and money and be following the Pied Piper like Bernie Sanders, because it's all about power and money for him too. If you do a little bit of reading about that sucker, he's never had a job in his whole life. He campaigned while collecting unemployment insurance. What about the aggressive job hunt? If you read it, there's an article in Politico about him. He didn't have an aggressive job search. He might have lied about it. He collected unemployment while he was campaigning for office. He never had a steady paycheck until he got his first elected office. And you guys say he's one of us. Man, he ain't one of you. He's as big a crony as anybody. He's the biggest self-interest, special interest there is. Wake up. Just wake up, because this country is in the shits because of people like you. The people who don't think.